Okay, so I've tried to record a Divine Feminine reading 3 times and dissolved into tears, and I'm hearing just record a masculine reading because the feminines are really having a tough time with the lack of mature, progressive communication. Did I say clearing? I'm going to clear that. Clearing. And let's get into it. So, what can we see for the divine masculines at this time? What are the masculines thinking and feeling about the connections? What are they wishing to manifest? What action are they taking? What is their biggest challenge, the spirit-guided solution for that challenge, and the direction in the near future? What are the masculines' sentiments, their emotions, their feelings about all of the things that they are consciously aware of? And what do the divine feminines most need to know about how their masculine is thinking, feeling, and navigating the connection at this time? Oh, I already feel better. Okay, conscious mind about the connection. Queen of Pentacles. This is the same energy I'm tuning into for the feminines. Drat. The masculines know that the feminines are needing to really self-soothe and muster their full capacity right now. Or some of them might feel like you're good on your own at this time, feminines. This is also a wifey card, so these masculines know that you're either coming into view as wifey material, or they know they want to align with you that way, but it's not quite time. It's like it's on the radar, though. What is the emotion? Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay, so the masculines know, it's such a frustrating message because I just heard what doesn't break you makes you stronger. And I'm hearing the masculines say, when you understand in hindsight what I was up to at this time, you'll forgive me. It will all be worth the wait, I just heard. So they know that you're probably hanging on by a string at this time, feminines, and they don't blame you with the adversity card. I think we had it a few readings ago that there was some unforeseen hiccup in the masculine's plan. And that could be this adversity. So these masculines have been busy, feminines, and the ones I'm channeling here have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to set the stage for this connection. I was actually driving today and saw the masculine, like good old-fashioned, carry the feminine across the threshold of a home into a new life. And I was really touched by that because that's the sort of energy these masculines are in, where they truly want to have their world ready to bring you in on it this way, to present you with your new world, feminines, and to provide and to delight you, sweep you off your feet and bring you into this tailor-made life. They do know that this adversity, you feeling the love, they have their ways of checking in to see if you are still invested. They know that you're pulling back in some ways, feminines, but they also know this is ride or die energy right here. What is the advice for you, feminines? Wow, the Chariot. What I'm taken with in this depiction of the Chariot card is that both of the sphinxes are balanced and looking towards the same direction. And so sometimes the shadow side is rearing up and it's not so balanced. Here, feminines, just know that the masculines that I'm channeling here want things to be balanced on every level going forward. And if that means that they have to do certain things in the material realm to facilitate that, that's what they're doing right now. What can we see for how the masculines are viewing their feminine? Three of Cups. Oh, actually, this is a card of friendship, and I'm getting that they've got two people either online or in the physical that you don't know. They're kind of like scouting the energy. Here's your masculine like staring at you, and pretend that masculine's not there. These pawns, birds, are go-betweens, whether that's whether you love it or not, fake accounts or mutual friends that you don't necessarily think are being put up to certain things by your masculine. Your masculine is very much able to somehow keep tabs on you or find out information about how close to throwing in the towel you are. Oh boy. Before you go thinking that that would be a cruel thing to do, your masculine loves you and wants to surprise you and wants to treat you to the best. These ones I'm channeling in on, this is a grand love story, and they are really coming down to the wire with what they are putting together here and what they want to pull off. What is the emotion? Envy in the inverse. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So specifically, they're wondering if you have someone new. Like they're really trying to figure out if you've started dating other people, or if you have moved on, or if they know that you were with somebody else, if that person's still in the picture. They're learning that you can't fake compatibility. They're learning to trust and not be jealous. They do want to be the best one for you, just like they see you as the best one for them. And so these masculines really want to stand out from the crowd, but they know that it's their energetic alignment that's going to do that. It's not boasting or games. And so they really are buckling down to embody, show you what they're made of. But until they can really show you and not just tell you, they run the risk of you not being the one that they thought you were and you moving on. So if you were to really move on, they would concede. They would know that you were not necessarily for them. But they're always a little bit on guard whether or not how that's going to play out. What they've been divinely guided to anchor into their life for a love like this. And the reality of it can go in multiple ways with free will involved. So they're always trying to balance, just like you, feminines. And advice for DFs, Knight of Wands. This is an impulsive card, and in the inverse, this is the patience coming in, the worth the wait, the perseverance energy for true, I heard fire connection, actual monogamy and true love. So the kind of memories, the kind of motion these masculines are in, no one else ever could compare. It's the kind of thing that will set the stage as a rock solid foundation for the rest of your lives, is what I just heard. No questions. A masculine that's putting in as much effort as these masculines are to get it right from the beginning, truly, it's no karmic BS. These divine masculines are being shown how to do it so well that you will have no doubt for the rest of your life, feminines. Actions backing up what they will say to you. They're getting all of the ducks in a row before they let you in on just how much they want success here through sharing the actions that they've been taking, the healing, the groundwork they're doing. What can we see for the heart space? The Empress in the inverse. So this is the abundance. There's a few themes with the Empress card: abundance, pregnancy, and the divine feminine. Not all of those themes will relate to everyone watching. In the inverse like this can be finances with this little bit of a hiccup, but it can also be emerging financial freedom, flow. If it's talking about pregnancy, this can mean willing to wait or no longer focusing on pregnancy, or more information coming in or needed, holding off for now, not panicking with biological clock, I just heard. And if this is specifically the divine feminine, this is just a growing gratitude, appreciation for you, DFs, from your masculine on the heart space. It's like the heart space is just flooded with warm fuzzies about the potential here, about the love being the most important thing above the details, but also seeing so many things coming into fruition that will allow for this foundation of love. There's just this swelling on the heart space. What is the emotion? Success. I know there is no greater goal than to love. These masculines are feeling the becoming. They're feeling the abundance, the making love, the love for you, who you specifically are. You are not interchangeable. You're the Empress, and they're going to show you that. They love you so much, feminines. What can we see for advice here? 10 of Cups. Oh, there's that baby. I just heard miracles for some. Wow. Those who are worried about biological clocks ticking, when you are actually making love mutually, miracles can happen. So yeah, that's absolutely, you're safe, you know. Look at how much love that little baby is wrapped in there. That's you, divine feminine. That level of safety that an infant would be given all the love that they need and would be totally protected and nurtured and cared for. This can be the inner union and how it feels to parent your own inner child with your healed masculine and feminine aspects and that nurture that comes in. But for some, this is an omen that you will conceive a child with your counterpart, and that there is so much success. For some who that doesn't apply to, love triumphs over all things. What can we see on the Heart of Hearts for the divine feminine? Ace of Pentacles, there's that offer. These masculines are preparing to make you their queen, their wife, their life partner, the mother of their children, if that applies. They're preparing and, scoping it all out because they want to have it all made perfect. They don't want to F it up, I just heard. They don't want anything externally to mess it up either. What is the emotion with this? Patience. Yeah, everything happens in divine order. I'm getting for these masculines, there's been multiple times when they've planned to come forward and something has been off. and that if you at first you don't succeed, try again. This feminines, the energy I'm feeling here, these masculines have had other people involved. They have had other whole scenarios involved where they could present this love to you and literally sweep you off your feet. But they've had to have patience through the setbacks, through the adversity, through the ironies. And if they were to be totally honest, every time those false starts or those perspective moments happened, they weren't quite ready. And I'm feeling like there is a grounded, practical realism coming in for these masculines, and that they are actually seeing how much more ready they are now because they've got this patience coming in. What is the advice for the feminines? Reciprocity, equal give and take. So each time these masculines tried to come forward before or orchestrated a scenario where they were planning an approach, it would not have been time to have full, free-flowing reciprocity. So feminines, that's what's going to be worth the wait, is that when the foundation is set in both of your lives, because you better be living your best life and preparing by being the best version of you and all the things that entails. Just think about all the things that have happened in the last 3 months, the last year, that wouldn't have happened the same way if you were already in a relationship. That's the kind of foundation that you're being asked to include, so that it's set for a love like this. So you don't have to establish those things once this love comes in. That's similarly what your masculine has been facing, is that they've wanted this love so badly that they've almost come forward prematurely, and then they've been shown the blessing in why it's better that it didn't play out the way that they may have anticipated at some points. So that's the inner working of patience. When we see the blessing in things not working out exactly, impulsively when we want it, we see in hindsight what transpired and we're grateful. And that really does wonders to help patience be a way of life, be that virtue I heard. What can we see for what the masculines want to manifest here? Queen of Wands. Oh, they want to make love to you so badly, feminines. Really. They want sacred love. So, if there are loose ends on your side or their side, they don't want any of that. They don't want anything left. When they come in, I just heard, and kiss your neck, kiss you, they never want to stop. They never want to be pulled away again. That's what I just heard. They think you're so beautiful just the way you are, I also heard. Wow. And the emotion with that, love. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. They're learning this. And especially the things that haven't played out the way that they would have ideally wanted. They're learning to forgive all of it and to embrace their entire life and everything that's made them who they are. And likewise with regards to you, feminines. Advice for the DFs: keep an open mind, keep an open heart. If you love this masculine, stay open. Don't close off. This is the watch and wait card as well. Don't be in waiting energy, but that is the anticipation card. You would feel something brewing, feminines, if that message is for you. What can we see for the action these masculines are taking? The Emperor. Exactly. So, this Empress, is in the inverse. That can be a yin-yang with the Emperor and the upright. But the moment these emperors come forward and ask for your hand, feminines, you know, it's like, not that they make you the Empress, but they invite you into, it's almost like an initiation, an inaugural motion where they extend this offer as the Emperor, and you are their reflection then as the Empress. And it's the divine reflection of each other, I just heard. When it's reciprocal and mutual fully, not before. What is the emotion with this? Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So many things that are not life-affirming are seen for what they are and released on this journey. Health on every level. What a beautiful purification process these journeys are for both counterparts. No matter who you are watching this, consider the changes, the healthy lifestyle changes that both counterparts have made. You will see that. If this is truly your divine counterpart, you will see that health coming in for both. And advice, 2 of Wands. There's a twin flame, shared life purpose, but this is a leap of faith. This is stepping out of comfort zone, feminines. So continue to expand your belief in miracles and love being more than possible. What can we see for the biggest challenge for these masculines? Oof, the devil. The devil's in the details. Overthinking the simple, kind, present moment. Not thinking it as far as whether to take action or not, but more so the assessment, I'm getting just a negative kind of connotation where the masculines have been belittling themselves for not having been further ahead yet or not having offered yet. That kind of unproductive way of beating themselves up for not getting it right yet or for taking too long. That's the biggest challenge, is that's not productive to spin on that. Wow, judgment. Yeah, I understand that everyone has their unique path and challenges. That's in the inverse. So them learning not to judge themselves negatively, but to see the blessing in disguise, to really focus on the things to be grateful about, and advice for the feminines. Wow, the judgment card as well. So again, everybody is being ushered into a lifestyle of gratitude, slowly but surely on these journeys. We have to eradicate that lower vibrational way of assessing the things. Our ego wants to define and classify and eliminate ambiguity, uncertainty, and so the ego's low blows are such that it goes for the jugular, and doesn't even allow for a gray area or the benefit of the doubt. The ego's like, it's not here now, never will be. Done. We're pushing past that limitation in the name of love all around here. What is the solution to this challenge? The 3 of Swords. Okay, getting up and out of the heartache, the wallowing, and asking for the truth that sets us free. The 2 shall be left standing, and the truth of that will set you free. That's what I just heard. What can we see for, trust. So this is the anchoring of trust. There's another big wave of trust. I couldn't even post those 3 divine feminine readings because those feminine readings are on the brink of disaster because of this trust. It's coming down to the wire. And feminine's trust. The reason I couldn't post any of those or continue with them is because I'm not here to be a fearmonger. And so all of those messages honor the feminine having to go on faith in these connections. But this is saying all can trust even more deeply. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So even if there's a still small voice in there that still has that thread of knowing that this is your masculine, even if they haven't come forward, even if they haven't communicated what they want going forward in your connection, even if they haven't come in and swept you off your feet, trust if you feel it in your heart. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So if you still feel a sliver of that thread of connection, don't let go, because that would be inauthentic for you. Trust that. And trust that if you don't have that closure on the heart, that you don't know everything. And just be true to you. Live your life to the best you can. Don't let yourself down. And let the divine orchestrate the rollout of all of this going forward. What can we see? The Empress in the upright. Yeah, so feminines, this really is a big trustful and faith-based push to the finish line at this time. Only a divine love would allow for the spaciousness for these masculines to pull off the love of a lifetime, the preparation of a lifetime, the grandest love story. Now, this sounds fantastical, but I will guarantee you, read the comments. There have been more in the comments saying my person came back. We're talking about our future. We're doing it. We're having these conversations. And so I'm seeing a lot of those in the comments, more so than usual. Here and there, they are starting to really come in. I'm just hearing, pray for all of us in the collective. Pray for your own unions. Pray for everyone's unions. Empresses, divine feminines, be in that knowing, in the glory, that love, these journeys will come to fruition, they will come into completion, and these loves will land. These masculines I'm channeling today are absolutely creating the foundations for these relationships in the physical right now. I'm seeing in my mind's eye something like the Ten of Cups card, where there's just joy and celebration and family members, generations of family members and friends, and there's just so much celebration at just how beautiful these love stories are, really, truly. How incredible these masculines are stepping up into the shoes, filling the shoes to really pull these incredible works of art and love off. And feminines, how pure your hearts are. To not falter. Like, these ecstatic tears that I have right now they're biblical. Like, it's so surreal to me. I'm literally hearing the bride prepares, like the bride of Christ kind of thing, where it's that Christed consciousness. It's that pure. This love that I channel, this is pure. These love stories are so pure and beautiful, exquisite. What can we see for the next few weeks? Oh my goodness, the sun. That's like the most positive, the most enlightened energy that you could get. This is like something is going to come to light. This is the peregrine falcon. They're the fastest bird. Something's going to be coming to light quickly. You know, I'm just seeing how powerful their vision is and how quickly, when they have their eyes set on something, how quickly they can take advantage of that moment. You know, reasonably, these masculines have everything in order so that right at the right time and the right moment they can strike like a peregrine falcon, and it's all illuminated, feminines. You know, for these masculines that I'm channeling that have been really building whole lives, tailor-made from what they know of you, behind the scenes, executing the plan majestically. It feels surreal to speak about these things, but don't underestimate what divine beings can do. Some of you are in for a treat because these masculines are phenomenal. Phenomenal people who are truly embodying God and love. God is love. And in the name of love, these masculines are inspired. You know, I'm hearing echoes throughout different epochs and eons and cultures, and, you know, just all the palaces and temples and empires built for love. I mean, we hear a lot about wars and all of that. There are some pretty significant love stories, and there are some pretty incredible masculines who have made huge contributions in their lifetimes in the name of love. And that's what I'm channeling here. It may not be as lofty as some of the stories out there, but for each of your divine masculines, they are constructing this foundation with as much heart as all of those stories, because it's all coming from source. What is the emotion here? Service. I feel good when I can help others. These masculines are truly generous. They're even willing to be misunderstood by you, feminines, tongue-in-cheek. I'm hearing them say, as if that's an actual possibility. Yeah, right. They're even willing to be misunderstood by you, feminines, in order to create this grandest approach. Wow. Advice for the feminines. 8 of Cups in the inverse. This is my gone but not gone. Don't walk away just yet. Don't walk away just before the finish line, feminines. Focus on you. Don't get up in pride. Don't be in any suffering and wounding. Trust the love on your heart. It's not going to be much longer now. That's what I just heard. It's not going to be much longer now. Okay, wow. Much love, everyone. Yes, crying again. A lot of these tears are ecstatic. These are just such beautiful, beautiful energies. And again, I'm so honored to channel for this collective, because you really are some of the most beautiful, beautiful people on the planet. Namaste. Bye for now.